believe it's going, which is cool. Hello, and welcome to today's live stream on High Altitude Investing. I'm Dallin, and I'm with Marshall here.
Hi.
And we're gonna be going over the markets today a little bit, and talking about crypto. If you have any questions, you can just ask in the live, chat thing here. Or if you're watching later, then you can go ahead and comment on the video and ask any questions that way. Or at high altitude investing at gmail.com, and Twitter, if you want to add me on Twitter, you can at Twitter at high altitude INV. So those are basically the little mini media outlet input there at the beginning. So you can go ahead and check me on social media and stuff, or see what we're up to. We'll be keeping updates and stuff over there too. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the other screen here so you can kind of see what's happening. First off, Bitcoin has 200 million in 24-hour volume.
Oh, only 200 million.
No, that's pretty good still.
I know.
That's insane. We're almost at a $20 billion market cap. There's 19 billion, 300,000. Yes. I am. Oh shoot. I can't have that open. I need to. You can.
Virtual paper. That's kind of okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can.
This is virtual paper.
What?
Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. What's up, Ben? Shout out to Vericoin. Nice. So here's the estimated holdings inside of the High Altitude Investing account. I haven't showed this for a couple videos, I don't think, but it's at 310. So that's pretty good. I added some money in here, but once we get to 500, we're gonna start over, and I'm gonna be logging all of the high altitude deposits I make, so that you guys can be following along exactly. And that way I can track the profit easier for you guys.
Is there a way you can put the YouTube message box on the screen?
The YouTube message box right here?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Someone from Greece messaged you though.
Alright. Hi from Greece, excellent job. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Iceman. It's a pretty cool name too. Let's see here. Oh, I wanted to talk about XMR honestly first, because XMR is crazy. I love XMR so much. I've been trading XMR for quite a long time now. I remember a little while back on my channel I mentioned this oscillation pattern. Actually, a long time back, a year ago now, I mentioned this oscillation pattern. Maybe 9-10 months, but still quite a while. And I came down and did some testing after that, but it's done really, really well since then. Ridiculously well since then. I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, you can check on my Twitter. I wanted to show you guys this. This is a photo. Sometimes I post these little analysis I do on Twitter, and this is XMR here. I was pointing out this steady uptrend, and I was also pointing out this little oscillation pattern I noticed that was happening in the 2-hour graph. So let's go ahead and check this out. I think it's 1 week, 2 hour. One week. No, it's less than that. Yeah, here we go. So this is when I actually posted on my Twitter, is right here. And that candlestick correlates with this candlestick. So there's been a few since then, but that's pretty good. I mean, on my Twitter I was saying this is up support right here. These candles, I mean these arrows are showing what direction the support is going. And this is up support. I set up support, and so far I've predicted that correctly. I mean, it came down, kind of pushed off that a little bit there, but I'd expect that when it did a perfect little fractal into itself, where it just V'd and then V'd smaller and then, you know, made that shape that I was pointing out. It just finished it off real quick. But that's a pretty good pattern that it formed. Like, I'm excited to see where this goes.
I like this part of it.
Oh, the drop off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's important to look for too, because when a coin is dropping off pretty hard, it usually means there's quite a few people getting into the market at a good price, and that usually means it's a good time to buy. So I agree with that 100%, to check out these dumps off like that. It's definitely something to look for. Also, if you see, this is like the first place it kind of caught a little bit of leverage and had a green candlestick here and pretended like it was going to go up. And then, you know, obviously when that happens, usually there's one more little dump off. That happens all the time in trading. I notice that so often. So I'll give you an example. I think I've seen one in Bitcoin recently, which is looking pretty good too. Let's see. Shoot. There we go. Alright. So here you go. So you have a lot of dumping off. Let me get a little bit more time here. Come on. 1 hour. Okay. So you have a lot of dumping off like this, and it kind of pretends like it found support right here, but it came down and found like one more lower level after that. That's basically exactly what happened right here. So that's pretty cool. Let's check the live dashboard. Yeah, nobody has any questions yet. Feel free to ask questions if you have any, you know. If you have something you want me to check out, I can try and get it in the podcast. Let's see here. So yeah, this is looking good to me. Basically, I'm very bullish on XMR right now, and I think that it has a lot more potential. It's not done doing what it's doing. It's kind of an interest. Have you looked at it against the US dollar?
Not recently. Not within the past few days.
This is a cool chart to me too. Oh, hey, that's a really good bottom right there in the US dollar, because it's just perfect. They both came down to right there just perfectly.
Oh, so one XMR coin is worth $12.70?
Yes. One XMR is $12.70.
And one Bitcoin is $1,000
And 1,016.
$1,000?
Yeah. Bitcoin is $1,000, so that's crazy. You know, that's pretty wild. When I first started this channel, I didn't even think that was gonna happen yet. Well, I mean, I always thought Bitcoin was gonna go up. You can ask Marshall, and I'd preach him about Bitcoin for hours some days.
We were buying Bitcoin at 198, so
yeah, we got into it like around here, which is pretty cool. So it's you know, it's a pretty good market. I really like what it's doing. This is the Bitfinex chart, so you're not going to see the huge dumps off right here because Bitfinex wasn't actually active as an exchange right there. I don't know if I've told you, or if you knew this, because it's just pretty recent Bitcoin history, is when it came up to that 700 number, after that, it started to dump off a little bit. That's because that's a technical resistance level. As you can see, I have these two, lines drawn right there.
Yeah.
Those are that's a support and resistance zone. So that's where I'm expecting support or resistance to be found. As you can see, what happened here is it hit that, and then there's these two candlesticks that are just lined straight like that. That means the exchange wasn't active during that time.
Why wasn't the exchange active?
Because Bitfinex got hacked, and so a bunch of funds were lost, a bunch of Bitcoin and stuff. And I wasn't using Bitfinex at that time, so luckily I didn't lose anything. But it just goes to show to keep your coins and your Bitcoin inside of wallets on your computer, because it's much safer than an exchange. So, it's smarter to keep your money inside of wallets on a computer every time. So, that's
have you shown them how to do two-factor authentication?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I have a specific video about it. That might be a good idea to do. The only issue with just trusting an exchange like this still is if the exchange shuts down at any time, all of your money is gone. Because you have to, if you don't own the keys to your crypto, then you don't own the crypto. The exchange is holding it.
You have to make separate keys where you send your money.
Yeah, you have to download software wallets or buy hardware wallets. But that's a whole nother discussion. That's a philosophical point. Because, some people trust an exchange because they don't feel like it's ever going to shut down, right? But it's, in my opinion, it's always smarter.
Well, I mean, if you want to read Poloniex terms of agreement.
Poloniex terms of agreement?
Yeah. I mean, it's the best thing you probably could do.
Yeah, that's true. It is good to read the Poloniex terms of agreement and then read your Coinbase terms of agreement, because basically what ends up happening is these are kind of sensitive things, especially in different states and areas and zones in the world. Depends on whether it's legal or not. There's actually places where crypto isn't legal. Let's go to Google here and we type in Bitcoin. It's kind of interesting because you just take for granted that you can do this, but it's not legal in every single place. Let me see here. I believe it's here on there. No. Oh, it's on CoinDance. So coin.dance.com. Or not .com, excuse me, just coin.dance. So, and then we go to where is it? Statistics. Might be in politics and opinion. Interest, engagement. Okay, unrestricted in 78 of 246 countries and regions. So that means it's only unrestricted in 78 of the 246 countries and regions. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and click on this. See where they got these. This looks like it's straight from Wikipedia. I believe I've seen this under cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or something like that. So, and a lot of these don't have information, so that would be like they don't know if it's restricted or not, you know. But my stream keeps cutting out. I turned down the stream quality and stuff to try and get it to work so that there wasn't any cutting. I'm gonna have to do a little more research into that in the next few days and then see what I can do to make it so that these live streams won't cut out on you guys, so they're just consistent, because that's no good. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, let us know how it's working if you can in the messages. Let us know.
Virtual Paper Skyped me something, so shout out to Virtual Paper. That's funny. Where is this? Trying to find an exchange here. Oh, it's Bitstamp. Here we go. So I like to kind of look at the Bitstamp exchange a lot because they actually have the downwick, and I wanted to point that out because it's pretty important. Alright, so I'm going to take off this fib retracement, and this pattern is crazy to me because it's basically the same thing. So I'm going to put this zone here. Let's see. Yeah, that zone there. This zone here. Maybe this one a little bit lower, like right here. Yeah, there we go. And then this zone here. Okay. Now if you just do a horizontal line, like right here. Come on. And then you do a horizontal line, like right here. You quickly see that this top point, it's kind of did like a reversal pattern here in a way. Like it flipped upside down but just kept going up. Like it did the same thing right here as it did right here, just the other way around. So see how most of the support is higher right here? I don't know exactly what you'd call this, but I noticed it earlier. There's this box pattern right here. This is not. You just made me say that. You trolled me. I mean, there's this point right here where there's more support. As you can see, after it hit $700, almost 800, there's this point that's higher where it has more support, and then it came down like this and started going up. Well, in this one, there's actually a point right here that's lower where there seemed to be more support. It's not quite as wide, but it kind of looked like it just flipped that pattern upside down, which is pretty cool because, like, I see this as a very bullish signal. You know, Bitcoin hasn't said anything yet that's telling me that it's not going to continue uptrending like this. Out of all of the cryptocurrencies, I still think Bitcoin is the best to invest in right now. But I like to go for the other ones too because they make huge gains also. Come on. Wow.
Oh, he told you to check in the message box.
Oh my goodness. Check in the message box?
Yeah.
Alright, nice. There's nothing new.
He just told you that.
Open. Wait, don't? do? I didn't see what you said there. I'll have to check on that later because I don't want to worry about it right now. I don't know if it will. If you said don't or do. Anyways, or you could just tell me too, since you're on the other side of the internet. What are all you folk doing on the other side of the internet on this fine Friday, the 3rd? Let's hear it. I'm curious. So something interesting happened though. Ethereum Classic is number 7 in market cap. Like it's just been holding strong right there. I think it just passed MadeSafe, though I could be wrong on that. MadeSafe coin is a pretty good investment. Let's check the margin trading because we actually have some positions on right now. None of them are MadeSafe is profiting. I lied. But none of them, like the overall account isn't profiting here. We're at a 0.005 loss. But we have long positions on Dash, Litecoin, Made, and XMR. And I'm just going to see what these do. Looks like Made has proven me right today. I opened these today, so it's good to see that it actually has made some movement now. Just want to make sure I'm not recording because I need to be recording my other hard disk if I was, so I don't overfill this one. But anyways, there's something else I wanted to point out. Live, or your trade history here, is basically a good way to come and check whatever trades you've ever made on this account and your lending fees and stuff like that. You can get all of this information up in the right here, my trade history and analysis. And you can type in a coin and see whether you've profited trading it or not. And like if you want to see if you've profited trading ETH, you do an analyze, and I have a 0.03 loss on ETH overall. So that's a way you can just check to see what your trading history is on something.
I'm gonna listen to some jacuzzi beats.
Alright. And let's see here. Let's look at Ethereum actually, because this is one that is pretty good looking right now, in my opinion. I've had my doubts about whether it's going to go up in value, and from my personal view, I don't really like the foundation, but that's just how I feel about it. I don't have anything against people that do, but I personally don't really like Ethereum. I like ETC more, but this looks pretty good to me as a buy signal right now. It looks like it's kind of figure out what it's doing. I would want it to come test this 23 harder, maybe, because it doesn't really look like it's tested it super hard. And I wanted to see it test that level a little bit more before it started going up. But we'll see what happens. Only time will tell. It kind of looks like a good buy signal right now, in my opinion, though. So, the other one to check out is Litecoin, and that's because of the Segwit implementation. So you can just Google Litecoin Segwit. There we go. Litecoin Segwit, and this is the quickest way to find out whether segregated witness is active or not on Litecoin. So as you can see, we have a a 0.14% miner support right now. So not a lot of people are mining SegWit with Litecoin yet. And I kind of want to see this miner support happen quicker to see whether it gets active or not. But this is, something to keep your eye on, because whenever a coin has updates like this and actually starts, do you want to turn that down just a little? No, that's good. Whenever a coin has updates like that, it's usually good to be checking on the chart pattern to see if it's a good time to buy or not. And I'm waiting for this chart pattern to bottom out. It's got so much volume, but it can't quite decide where to go. And so I'm hoping that this chart pattern does a little bit more of a bottom for me and side trends more. Like, it's been side trending since here, right? But like, I want it to kind of come up and do this again, but kind of the other way around. And then I would be thinking that Litecoin would be a good buy. Right now, if you're thinking long term, Litecoin is a great buy, in my opinion. So, this looks really good to me. It's just followed this trend line right here, which is pretty interesting. It's followed that trend line hard all along here. But I haven't actually seen a trading pattern like this that I can remember specifically. I will say that from a technical analysis perspective, this hard green wick up right here, this hard green candle and this wick right here, and then these green candles and all the wicking that's happening, is that this means it's an important decision point in the market. And since it's been downtrending for so long, I would bet that this is an important decision in which that it decides to go up. So that's my thoughts on Litecoin. Obviously, Made, I think, is long, because we have a long position on it. I believe that is also the case with Litecoin. Made, I think Made is gonna just surge in market cap here soon. This is a pretty good signal to me. Looks like a giant bottom out right here. So I'm waiting to see it do its thing, but it looks good to me. So yeah, I have long positions on it. Now, Bullberry, this is kind of an interesting coin. I wouldn't be buying right now, I can tell you that. If I had Bullberry, I'd be selling it right now. And I would have been aiming to buy over here or over here, because it's just hyperinflated in value. And whenever you buy something up that hard, it's a little bit dangerous. I think that it will test, support. It's not just going to continue pumping crazy like that. So that's what I'm waiting to see in Bullberry, is support found. Let's look at Dash. This is on my list of coins to invest in for February, and I really like the way this coin's pattern is looking right now. It looks like a big I don't know exactly what type of a shape that would be, but it's basically reversed right here. It was going this way and downtrending, and then now it's going up, and it looks like a weird boat. I don't know how to explain that. Whatever that is. Like a really wide W without the middle. But yeah, so I'm long on Dash. I'm also long on Pascal. I hope that we see another run like we did when it was first added, because that was really nice. I made quite a bit of money off this pump up right here. Made a video on it too. But this is a pretty good range for it to come test and find support. So I want to see Pascal go up here in the next 30 days, because it has a lot of potential and a lot of volume. So one I'm keeping an eye on. Another one I've been looking at is Factum, and I usually talk about this one, but it's awesome. I think that this coin is kind of underlooked at from an investing perspective, because like this is basically a really, really good uptrend beginning. Like this looks like it has way more value to come in the future. Like upwards of, I believe, Factum right now is $3.58, and there are, how many Factum are there? There's 8,700,000 Factum, and I think that this is not done doing what it's doing. Probably going up into the $13, $15, $20 range, kind of like XMR did in the next little while. So that's my scope on Factum right now. A lot of gains to be made. Nexium. This is one that is pretty new in the market, and it looks very, very good. This is one that I think has a lot of potential in the future. That's why we have some, but this uptrend right here is beautiful. Like, it's exactly what I look for. It's just steady, continuous gains, and a little pump up here in the middle. That's a really good looking uptrend, and I highly doubt that it's done running up. Now Zcash, I personally think Z Classic is pretty cool. I've been researching a little bit, so I recommend checking that one out. But I've been staying away from Zcash like completely. I don't have any, and I probably won't buy any until I see a real reason to, and it hasn't given me one yet. So that's my thoughts on Zcash. Obviously I have some ETC, because from a belief point, sometimes I don't invest in these purely because of which one I'm going to make the more money off of. Like, I'll buy ETC because I like it as like as a technology more than Ethereum. But that's my personal, idea on that. It's kind of a heated subject. Everybody has their opinion about it. But New Economy Movement, another one I talked about in my February investments, and it's already looking good. Up almost 7%. And I think that this coin will probably keep uptrending. It looks really nice and has pretty good volume. It's also pretty cheap, but that doesn't mean anything. Really, the market capitalization is one of the most important things to pay attention to, because that's how much total money is inside of something. See, New Economy Movement is 9th in market cap at 62 million. So there's $62 million inside of New Economy Movement, which is pretty cool. Ripple is number 3 in market cap, I believe. Yeah, Ripple is number 3 in market cap. And I think this is one that definitely has a lot of potential very soon. It's been kind of false bottoming here for a little while, but now that we've seen a lot of volume and its market cap has consistently stayed pretty high, I think that we'll probably see an uptrend beginning in it very soon. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a start of a bottom formation happening inside of Ripple. So definitely one to keep your eye on. Game credits, I also feel, has a lot of potential here very soon. Have you seen Vericoin today? It's on the rise and looks great. Great show. Yeah, you're welcome, Solar Sound Design and Sarah. So let's check out Vericoin here after game credits. This is a nice formation happening inside of game credits, and it hasn't peaked out. This coin is not done uptrending. So once I see a hard peak up, then I'll think that this coin is kind of done and good to be selling out. But right now I'm still holding it. It's not giving me a real reason to sell. So as you can see, I've got some Bitcoin in it right here to the right. Now let's go ahead and check out that Vericoin. I think it's VRC. Yep, VRC is up 20% today, and that is looking really, really good. Wow, yeah. This is a pretty good chart pattern. Some people getting out of the market right here. That's what those wicks are. And this bottom out right here. And this pump up like that, and then these pumps right here. It looks like it could be breaking out right now. And I wouldn't say that like today it's gonna do anything crazy, because it looks like it needs to find support, but it wouldn't surprise me within the next little while if Vericoin has made a bottom formation right here and makes some huge moves. So definitely a good one to keep your eye on. Thanks for the comment there. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts on the market.
She asked about a coin.
Let's see, Stratus. Oh, yeah, good eye. I didn't see that. So I'm long on Stratus, I can already tell you, but I'll go over the market too for you, because this is one that I feel has a lot of potential. Yeah. Yeah, this looks really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the way this market looks right here. It bottomed out nicely right here. It was flatlining good, and this is a perfect uptrend to me. When a coin goes up, tests a resistance level, and then comes and finds a 38% Fibonacci level and begins to go up. So this is what I would call a perfect time to buy inside of an uptrend, especially for the second time. If you bought at the bottom here and you sold out right here, this would be a good time to be getting back into the market, because it's not done going up. So that's, 50, there's risk involved in trading, but in my opinion, this coin is not done. So that's my thoughts on Stratus. But that's basically the market roundup for the day. I mean, we have a $19 billion, $316 million or $19,316,200,467 market cap, and 24-hour volume is up to $247,674,349, and we have a Bitcoin dominance of 86.0%. So everything is looking really good right now. There's tons of volume. If we sort by volume, we have almost 3 million into Tether. We have 5 million into Monero, 8 into Light, 12 into Ether, and 200 into Bitcoin. So that is really, really good to see high volume still, and it's good to see the amount of movement in these coins. In the actual market cap, the top 10, our biggest loser would be Monero in the top 10, and our biggest gainer is New Economy Movement. So that's pretty healthy to see that type of movement in the market. Nothing's down 40%, nothing's going crazy. There's not anybody getting out of the markets. There's no reason. Nothing's dead right now. Bitcoin isn't dead. Nothing is saying that this is not a good time to be trading these cryptos. So I'm pretty happy with the way things have been turning out, and I hope you guys can continue to stay profitable. I appreciate your time, and thank you for watching.
See if we can get like 50 subscribers from this video.
That would be crazy. If we got 50 subscribers, I'd be so happy from one video. Because I've been doing this for like a year now, and I actually do not have like a huge amount of subscribers, but I'm going to keep at it because this is something that I'm passionate about, and I like to do this for you guys. So keep in contact with me. Hit me up on High Altitude, any social media that you want to, mainly on Twitter here, and ask me anything that you would like, or comments, or stuff like that. I'll probably answer pretty quickly. I'm normally right by my phone, so it doesn't take much to get a hold of me if you want to know something. And yeah, I think that's everything. Appreciate your time, and stay profitable.